Good afternoon, everyone. Today's webinar is How to Study for the CMCA, resources available to help you prepare for success. My name is Karina May, and I am one of the webinar administrators here at CAMICB.
And my name is Laura Lozano, and I am the Credentialing Associate here at CAMICB. And before we get started, we just wanted to let everyone know that you're welcome to submit any questions that you have throughout the program using the tool on the control panel. We also have a PDF copy of this presentation available with links included. Today we're going to cover 4 different topics. First, we're going to cover what does the CMCA look like. Then we'll look into where to find our examination preparation materials. And then we will review all of the different resources available, including the study guide and CMCA Handbook, the e-learning course, and the Foundation for Community Association Research Best Practices reports, the study kit, and practice exam. And lastly, we'll touch on the M100 course materials. And finally, we'll cover seating for the CMCA exam itself.
All right, and what does the CMCA look like?
The CMCA exam is a standardized test, which means it will measure you against a reliable standard of competence in the industry. The exam is taken by candidates who have met the requirements at a Pearson VUE testing center on a computer in a proctor monitor environment. The CMCA is a 120 multiple choice questions exam containing 100 live questions and 20 pilot questions. And the exam itself is 2.5 hours long.
And where can you find the exam preparation materials?
All the exam preparation materials are going to be available on our website at camicb.org by selecting the exam preparation option in the upper toolbar. All the materials are going to be available on this web page here, and you'll see that each of the items are listed out and they'll have the corresponding links and summaries for each tool. Here we have all of the resources available, and these are all of the materials that we currently have on our website as well. So first, we're going to cover the CMCA Study Guide and the CMCA Handbook. These are free downloadable PDFs. They are a great starting point to becoming acquainted with the program, policies, and content of the exam. And they are available to download directly from the exam preparation webpage that we showed earlier. The CMCA Handbook is a great resource to review because it includes everything you need to know about the CMCA. It includes 7 sections that focus on different components of the CMCA, from the standards of professional conduct to recertification. And while I highly recommend reviewing all 8 sections for your exam, you want to focus on section 3, taking the CMCA exam. This will review the examination process as well as policies, exam scoring, and standardized test-taking strategies. This will also include details about what the exam experience will be like and tips on how to prepare for your testing appointment. This is pretty much going to be your go-to for any questions that you could possibly have about the CMCA program and something that you may want to hang on to after you pass the CMCA, since it's a really good resource. So moving on, we've got the CMCA Study Guide, which it was on our presentation earlier. The CMCA Study Guide focuses on the exam itself and outlines the structure, content, and administration of the exam. This is going to be a great resource for understanding exactly what is going to be covered on the CMCA exam itself, and to begin your study plan by helping you determine what your current knowledge level is. You can review all 6 knowledge areas and corresponding topics to figure out where you should focus on reviewing. And this resource also contains 40 sample questions, which corresponding answers to familiarize yourself with multiple choice questions, which really will help you get started on preparing for a standardized exam. So next we got the e-learning course, and this course was developed to provide a constructive resource for developing, studying, and test-taking strategies, as well as to review difficult exam content. The course is comprised of 8 total modules, which on average take less than 25 minutes to complete each. The modules are separated into 2 sections. The first section consists of 4 modules to review the examination format and help you create a personalized preparation plan. The second section contains 3 scenario-based modules designed to put the most challenging exam subjects into context. This includes risk management and insurance, financial controls and governance, legal and ethical conduct. And since each section takes on average less than 25 minutes, you can start and stop whenever and however many times you want. This program is designed for you to fit into a busy schedule and complete whenever you have the time to focus on studying, and it's a comprehensive tool for you to really begin your preparation journey. And the slide I showed earlier has a screenshot of what this tool looks like. As you can see, it has 8 different modules, and you can complete the different sections between each module at your own pace. Now, Karina, can you tell everyone about some of the other resources available?
Sure. So next we have another free resource that you can use, and this is the Quizlet tool, which allows you to focus on and grasp key terms and definitions, and offers multiple interactive study methods like flashcards, quizzes, and even games. And the real advantage to this tool is because it uses different methods that can cater to a variety of learning styles. And this can really help you find a method that works best for your own study needs. And then next we have what are called the Foundation for Community Association Managers Best Practices reports. These reports will help you not just learn what the best industry practices are in specific knowledge areas, but also to understand how these would be applied with case studies. The case studies provide recommendations for best practices in several specific community association management functions. And there are many best practices reports available, but you'll specifically want to focus on these titles. You'll want to focus on community security, financial operations, ethics, governance, and reserve studies, management, strategic planning, transition, community harmony, and spirit. And if you don't remember all those, we do list out the best practice reports that we highly recommend looking at to prepare for the exam on the exam preparation webpage. And this is for you to reference. And it'll be included in that little summary we have for this particular resource. And this is, again, another free item that you can download at any time. Next, we have the CMCA Study Kit, and this is going to be one of those 2 study materials that we have available for purchase, and it can be purchased from the CAI bookstore. The link on the exam preparation webpage will take you right to the bookstore. This kit contains 6 titles that focus on governance and legal matters, budgets, reserve investments and assessments, risk management and insurance, maintenance, contracting, meetings management, and human resource management. The kit costs $72 for CAI members and $120 for non-members. And you can choose to either purchase the entire kit, or you can select individual titles from the kit to purchase that you'd prefer to focus on. So for example, if you felt that you just wanted to focus on risk management and insurance, and then government and legal matters, you could choose to only purchase those titles. And then lastly, I did want to note that this is now a resource that you can purchase online, meaning that this is an online book that you can purchase and download immediately. And it's no longer just a physical book that you have to purchase and have shipped to you. All right, next we have the CMCA practice exam. The practice exam contains 65 questions rotated off of the CMCA exam. So these are questions that were used previously and are not currently on the live exam. It's available to purchase from a testing organization called Test Track at $25 for 1 attempt and $40 for 2. And this is a great resource to see what kind of questions will be asked on the exam to really understand how they're going to be structured. And then here we have a screenshot of what that online practice exam page looks like. And you can access this from the CAMICB exam preparation webpage, which links you to the practice exam page where you can sign in and register to purchase either 1 or 2 attempts of the CMCA practice exam. All right, so lastly, we're going to cover CAI's M100 course material. And this is material that we really want to highlight for managers who took CAI's M100 course to meet the prerequisite. If you took the M100 course, you'll have the course manual available to use as a study tool for the CMCA exam. And the M100 course will contain all of the foundational information about the community association management industry. And we highly encourage managers who took the M100 course to really incorporate this in their study plan, since it's incredibly rich in information and details about the industry. All right, so now we're going to go ahead and cover what it's going to look like when you sit for the actual CMCA exam itself. So the CMCA exam is a high-stakes standardized exam, and it's taken at a Pearson VUE testing center because it offers a very strict testing environment to protect the integrity of the exam. So you'll want to prepare for that environment and that it will be highly monitored. The Pearson VUE staff will ask you to leave all of your belongings in a locker, so you will not be allowed to take anything in the testing center except the provided pencil and scratch paper. You'll want to ensure that you have brushed up on your test-taking strategies, such as reading questions, carefully skipping and going back to harder questions, and so forth. And make sure that you have blocked off enough time before and after your exam. This is a very serious exam, but if you've taken the time to study with the preparation materials available, you'll have a higher likelihood of passing.
Great. So it looks like we have some time left to take a few questions. Karina, do you see any questions from our audience on the control panel?
Sure, let me go ahead and take a look here. All right, first question came in from Carson. By studying for a few hours each week, how many months should I study for the exam?
So CAMICB recommends candidates to prepare for at least 6 weeks before applying for the exam or before taking the exam. And also it is, personal choice whether you want to take your exam right away or you just want to prepare and dedicate a couple months, especially if it's the first time that you're taking the exam.
Thank you. I see a question from Lee. Lee is asking, do you know the pass rate?
So the pass rate, it's 600 out of 800, which is the perfect score.
All right, thank you. And then Rhonda would like to know, where can I purchase the CMCA Study Kit?
So you can find the CMCA Study Kit, or basically find the link which will take you to the CAI bookstore. And you can simply go to CAMICB, and then on their exam preparation, you'll find the link for the study kit and then the other different resources that we offer.
All right, thank you. And then Angie would like to know, or mentions, I tried to log on to purchase the practice test and was not able to locate where to purchase this. Also, are you able to send us the links to obtain the information you mentioned?
So Angie, if you can confirm, where were you trying to log in for the practice exam? So the practice exam, it's offered by in partnership with Test Track, which is a different organization. So if you're trying to log in into CAMICB and access the practice exam, you won't be able to find that information. You're gonna have to create a separate account on Test Track website where you can access the test that you purchase. And if you have any questions, you can also contact Test Track, where you can find their contact info, their email address, and ask them about accessing to your practice exam.
Thanks, Laura. I see a lot of questions popped up from Lee, Andrew, Rosemary, and Alicia. So in order to pass the exam, you have to get a score of 600 out of 800 to pass. Now, the question that several people here are asking is, what percentage of people that take the exam pass the exam?
So I don't have that information on hand, but you're welcome to send us an email. The email address, it's included at the bottom of the screen, with any other questions that you have regarding the pass rate.
Great, thank you. Let's see here. Winona would like to know, do they offer the exam online or only in person only?
It is an in-person exam only.
Thank you. And Stephanie would like to know, does the exam have questions that are not multiple choice?
No, all of the questions for the exam are multiple choice.
All right. And then Kevin is asking, how many questions were there again?
120 questions, and all of them are multiple choice.
Great. Let's see. I think we're caught up here. Another person asked for the website for Test Track,
Mm-hmm.
but the link is on our exam preparation page, and you can access that from the main menu on the CAMICB website. All right, here. Another question from Kevin. What subject do most people seem to have difficulty with?
Again, I don't have that information here with me, Kevin, but please go ahead and follow up with an email, and I'm pretty sure someone will follow up with you.
Thank you. And then Rhonda has asked, can we get a copy of this webinar?
Yeah, I think the presentation is available now for you. And then also the recording from this webinar will be available on our website in the next couple of days.
Yes. And then just to tag on to that, Rhonda, you can go ahead and download the copy of this presentation, the PDF. It's on the toolbar under the handout section.
Mm-hmm.
All right, let's see. Okay, I see something from Maria popped up. Maria says, I can't recall how many attempts you have in case you do not pass. Is there a limit on how many times you can take the exam?
Nope, there is no limit for you to reapply for the exam. Just keep in mind that every time you want to apply, you need to complete a retake application and pay a $200 retake fee. And every time you apply, you're going to be authorized for another whole year. But there is no limit for you to apply for the exam.
All right, thank you. Stephanie would like to know, after you take the exam, when do you get your results?
Right away. You will get the on the screen, you'll get the failed or pass, depending, and Pearson VUE will send you also an email with the score.
All right, Mackenzie has a question. I'm in CAI looking for the study kit and it's not coming up. Where can I find it?
I think the best way to find it will be if you go to the CAMICB website, and if you type study kit, you'll find the link who will take you to CAI's website. So this is a product from CAI, but since CAI's website it offers different products, I think it's better if you just go to CAMICB, and then from there will take you to CAI.
Thanks. All right, Tira would like to know, what is the number or email to schedule the exam?
So after you have applied for the CMCA exam, you will receive a confirmation email from us. That confirmation email provides you with the instructions on how to contact Pearson VUE, schedule your exam, and also your Humber ID code. If you have already applied for the exam and have not received that confirmation email, please send us an email to the email address we have at the bottom of the screen, and we can send you a new copy of that authorization to test.
Thank you. I see a question from Michelle. After completing the M100 course, does my number for taking the CMCA exam expire?
No, you can apply anytime after you have completed the M100 course. And also, just to clarify, if you take the CMCA exam and failed and you want to reapply for the exam, you do not need to take the M100 course again. It's only once.
Thank you. And then AJ just wanted to double check if a copy of today's course will be provided to attendees to refer back to.
I think, Karina, I think everyone has access to this presentation right now. Can you confirm that with everyone?
Yeah, if you would like to download the PDF of the slides with links, then you can use the feature in the toolbar. It's under handouts, I believe. And then usually we post the recording a few days later. So probably early next week or midweek next week, it'll be posted on the CAMICB website. Let's see. Oh, one more. Sally, we see your question here. Can you take the practice test more than twice?
Yes, you can purchase the practice test for 2 attempts. However, it's just going to be the same test basically taking it twice. So the same questions, you're not going to take a different practice test. But yes, you can go ahead and register for 2 attempts.
I think it's for 1 attempt, it's $25. For 2 attempts, it's $40. And each
Correct.
attempt is the same questions. So if you
Mhm.
take it more than that, then if you want to take it 4 times or 3 times, then you can purchase, again after you're done if you want to
Mhm.
go back. But all right, let's see. Oh, McKinsey is also not able to find the study kit on the CAMICB website.
I think, Mackenzie, are you able to follow up with us with an email, please? And then I'll get back to you with the link for this study kit.
Well, we're right about at 3:30 now, so I want to thank everyone for attending today. Laura, thank you so much for answering all those questions. And thank you again to everyone on the line for joining us today. Now, if there were any questions that we did not get to, or if you have any additional questions, you can always email us at info@camicb.org. Have a great afternoon, everyone.